Holy hole in a donut!
Or maybe a bit more like Bert and Ernie.
Hey, Bert. Hey,
This is Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital.
That's right, everyone. Bert and Ernie are back on the airwaves. It's the Luke and Lewis show, and that intro is still here, hasn't been upgraded, and we still love it, don't we, Luke?
We do. You're definitely Bert because he's the taller one.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And he's the one that's never excited to hear that intro.
Yes, we're back today with two new segments, brand new.
Yes, new year, new me, new segments.
Yes.
We're going to be going through some of my Airbnb reviews.
Yeah, they're not positive.
Well,
most of them. All of them.
Yeah.
And also we called Australia Post today just to find out, to try and find out where our missing Savoys were.
Yes, we were promised 100 Savoys from Arnott's. They sent us 40, so obviously the other 60 must be lost in the post.
Yep.
Because they did promise 100. So we called Australia Post to track them down. And look, I'll give you a little clue. Very suspicious.
Yeah, very suspicious.
Behaviour. So all that and more coming up on the Luke and Lewis show. See you in a bit. Luke, we had an eventful time while we were on break from this show. We went paintballing.
We did. We went out to a paintball field on a very hot day.
Yeah.
It was about 35 plus degrees.
Way too hot to do paintball.
Yes, and we were wearing like big overalls, which is the big jumpsuits you get given, camo jumpsuits, and you decided to wear jeans under it, which is I thought was ambitious.
Well, look, man, I told you I'm not wearing shorts. I don't care. Even if shorts are going to be under pants that they give you, I'm not wearing shorts.
Does not wear shorts ever. He's adamant that he can't wear shorts under overalls, which is...
Yeah.
Do you wear pants under your undies?
No, they're too short. I wear long johns that go down to my ankles. But yeah, so they give you safety equipment that they give you body armor around the chest. They give you like army fatigues to wear that by the smell, they've never been washed.
No way.
No. Like
I think they hose the paint off and that's it.
Oh yeah, I sat down, I kept getting whiffs of like 50 other dudes.
Yeah.
It's like I was wearing cursed armor that was inhabited by souls of its former users. But in the form of BO.
Yeah, it was bad. And Lewis, I've never seen Lewis take anything more seriously in his life. We got out there on the field. We got split up into two teams. We were playing capture the flag. Mm-hmm. And I've never seen anyone, I've never seen you care about anything more.
No, I thought I would hate it. On the way there, I was like, this is going to suck.
Yeah.
But then I got there, put on the uniform, I got out onto the battlefield, and I was like, I'm taking this other team down.
I was confident going in. Like, when the guy kind of gave me the gun and was like, hey, say fire. I was like, mate, I played Bunk Hunter before. All right, I know how to play video games. I know how to operate a gun. I've never operated a gun. I'm like, dude, I played laser tag. Just get on my face. Yeah. And then I kind of got out there and I completely turned. It was the opposite. I was like, oh, this hurts.
You got shell shock. You just turned into a coward.
Yeah.
I saw you cowering in the
I was... Some people call it cowardly. I'll call it offering cover fire behind a
Mate, you weren't giving me any cover fire. I was out there trying to lead the troops. I was in front. I picked up a riot shield and moved straight to the front. Well, and everyone just left me out there.
Yes, because they were strangers. This is the thing, where when you go to these type of days, you're playing with strangers, right? And no one is going to band together to try and capture the flag. I don't know these people.
No,
I'll never see them again. But you were trying to strategize with complete strangers of how we're going to achieve this.
And for some reason, no one was listening.
Yeah, because we were like, all right, how are we going to achieve the objective? Everyone's like, mate, I just want to shoot paintballs at my friends. Who are you?
Everyone wanted to shoot someone, but no one wanted to get hit.
Yeah.
Which is not how you play paintball, okay?
No.
You've got to be in it to win it.
And
it doesn't hurt that much. And
I saw bruises.
I figured out a system. They said if you get hit in the head, it doesn't count. So all I did was I just sat behind cover with my head out, copping paintballs to the face.
Well, you're so tall, your head didn't even couldn't be covered.
Let me tell you, the mouth grills, they don't protect you very much. Yeah. The paintballs splatter against the mouth grills.
Lewis had like a smoothie of paint, like one game, 2 liters just down the gob.
I think I had lead poisoning on the way out.
Yeah. And there was an unfortunate thing, because I was so busy giving you cover fire at the back, I did cop one shot to the crown jewels but here's the catch, right?
That's not very good.
Here's the catch. We chose not to. It was $20 to pay for extra groin guards.
And no way am I wearing a groin guard. Like, judging by the smell of the body armor, no thank you, okay? I don't need a groin guard.
I don't need the groin guard. I don't need
worse.
Someone's ball soles.
Yeah. But, I bruised up quite a bit. Did you bruise?
No, I did. there I did. So what happened, right? So is this what happened, right? You're thinking, oh, I got shot by someone on the opposite team. Yeah. What happened was I chose not to get the groin guard, was playing out there, very confident. I got hit in the arm, and so I put my hands up and went, I got to go back to the start. If you get hit, you have to go back.
Yep.
So I put my hands up like, guys, I've been hit, turned around, and then my teammates are shooting past me on the field.
Betrayed.
And then was just immediately betrayed. Point blank range, 3 meters away, copped it, bang. Bang on.
You know what, man? I actually, seeing as I was on the front lines trying to command the unit, I also copped one in that area.
Yeah.
But I was absolutely fine thanks to my jeans. So you should have worn jeans.
Yeah.
I did have to sit out one of the games because I almost had heat stroke.
Yes, you sweated through them in about 10 minutes.
But lesson learned, wear jeans and listen to your commanding officer. Luke and Lewis.
Lewis, we go away a lot, travel around a bit with this comedy career.
Yeah, stand-up comedy.
Yes.
Tickets available at loosefears.com/kicks.
You're actually not touring at the moment, so you just plug nothing.
They will be available. Well, follow me on Snapchat then.
And when you travel, we often stay at Airbnbs. Our preferred. We're probably anti-hotel, I'd say.
Well, I'm anti-spending money.
Yes,
really, so
which
that's
means
fine.
we're very pro Airbnb.
Yeah, exactly.
And when we stay at these Airbnbs, you get reviewed. It's kind of like Uber, where you review the host.
You're staying in someone's actual house.
Yes.
Often where they live. So
which means
they care about everything in the house.
Yes.
For some reason.
Well, if you truly cared about everything in the house, you wouldn't have strangers stay in it. That's what I think.
Exactly.
But you get reviewed by the host, and therefore you can review the host on how their hospitality was at the end of it. Now, it's widely known amongst at least our little group here that you don't get the best reviews after your stay.
No, I think my problem is I treat Airbnbs like hotels, but I'm not willing to pay for a hotel.
Yeah. Well, if you're treating hotels that badly...
Yeah.
then that's also a worry.
Yeah, well, there's no review process with hotels. So I
thought today we should kind of explore this a bit more, and we're doing a brand new segment. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for this. Lewis's reviews on Airbnb.
Oi, don't touch that.
That is right, Lewis's reviews on Airbnb. This is a segment where I am going to... Well, we've actually got reviews recorded
what I've done is
these are actual reviews that you've gotten.
Real word-for-word reviews. I've gotten a few people around the office to read out some actual reviews that are on my Airbnb account. I
haven't heard these. I just know that you always say, oh man, they gave me a really bad recommendation again. And
Look, I stay in a lot of Airbnbs, right? This segment's going to make me sound evil, but I do like 15 different Airbnbs a year. So, at least 12 of them are going to be bad.
And so how it's going to work is that we're going to play a recording of word for word what a review that someone left Lewis. And pretty much I just want to get you to justify how it's so bad.
Easy
I still can't fathom. All right, let's hear the first one now.
We definitely do not recommend Lewis to other Airbnb hosts. The apartment was messed up after Lewis and his friends stayed. He left a tree inside the fridge and everything else was taken out.
I remember. Yes. The tree Airbnb.
Wait, stop. You left...
I remember this one.
You left a tree inside a fridge. Did you take everything out of the fridge? I wasn't there for this one.
No.
Usually I'm here for these.
Yeah. Well, look. Now, by everything out of the fridge, they don't mean like just the butter and the milk. To fit a tree in a fridge, you actually have to take the shelves out. I don't know if anyone knows this at home, but it's quite a task.
And what was the purpose of putting a tree in a stranger's fridge?
Very good reason. It was kind of amusing at the time. I was bored. Really, I think that guy should have given me a 5-star review going, wow, man, I didn't even know that tree fit in the fridge. Thanks. Now I know. I can fit trees in my fridge.
Did it make the tree look nicer?
Did it
improve
the
fridge?
I think you would open the fridge and you get a nice waft of wattle.
Nice, fresh, cold tree.
Exactly. I mean, this guy should thank me. I think he should.
Did you freeze the tree, or you don't know you left?
Well, it'd be a very chilly tree.
Yeah.
I did leave.
Clearly the guy wasn't wrapped with it.
So there you go,
or
man.
The girl.
There's my explanation.
All right, cool. I think this is literally just recently.
Yeah.
I think we have the review for this one. I don't actually know the review yet.
No.
But recently we went to Adelaide over the summer together. We stayed in an Airbnb for one night.
You make out like I'm the worst person on the planet with Airbnbs.
Lewis.
But you are there with me. You're a bad influence.
Yeah, I didn't. You got you got spaghetti on the roof. We were in Adelaide. We were cooking a bit of spaghetti,
Yep.
and you somehow slapped the spatula in the pan, and you
Yes.
got the meat sauce and spaghetti on the roof, and then
Which was funny.
we had to mop the roof.
Yeah, we had to get out the mop and mop the roof because it was so high. Didn't do a too flash job. There was still spaghetti and meat sauce on the roof when we left. But Luke...
And I didn't. He wanted to know the review for this. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's not on my account. I don't care.
Because it took a few days for the review to come in. Normally,
Were you nervy
in my
over the
experience,
few
that's
days?
a bad sign.
Yeah.
If it's a few days, they're being like, I don't even know how to explain this. I need a couple days to think about it, chill out, relax, check for other damage.
Not often do you have to complain about, I had to mop the roof after my guest.
So this one is the review for the Spaghetti on the Roof Airbnb.
Lewis stayed at our modern apartment in Adelaide. He was easy to communicate with and left the apartment clean. We'll recommend him to other hosts and hope to have him stay with us again in the future.
See? Spaghetti on the Roof. Top feedback.
They clearly didn't look at the roof.
Yeah, well, I think the first thing that you check is the floor and the
Yeah.
cupboards. You don't really look at the roof.
Yeah.
But too late. He's already reviewed me. I assume he's noticed it now. It doesn't matter, mate. I'm coming back.
We're bringing this segment back next week. I know
There's many more.
I know.
Luke and Lewis. And it's time to talk about Elon Musk, Luke.
Yep.
I love talking about this guy. I'm a big fan of what he does. And yesterday you were poo-pooing him.
Well, he's one of your favourite, I guess, entrepreneurs/inventors.
Yeah.
Is that what he is?
You should be pretty grateful to him, man. He invented the Tesla,
Yeah, I
which is
know.
the only way you can listen to our show in the car.
Yes,
Is if you-
that's true. Or if you have a newish BMW, 2016 model.
Anything
or
with a
higher.
digital radio. So a Tesla, BMW,
Yeah.
spaceship.
Well, honestly, if he was so successful, we'd have a few more listeners. I'm not a huge rap for Elon.
Yeah, so a win for him is a win for us.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to say.
But this isn't about the car. He's made something else.
No, a couple of days ago, he released a flamethrower to buy for some reason. He's just like, I'm going to make a flamethrower. $500, a portable flamethrower that anyone can buy.
And as soon as you told me this, I was super excited. And
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this is going to be great. Can't wait to see it. And then you showed me a video of the flamethrower working. Wasn't impressed.
Why not?
It was just a portable stove. It was essentially camping equipment with an open flame.
Well,
it was like a gun.
It's
It was like a
definitely
gun
shaped
stove.
like a gun. It's kind of shaped like a water gun, and
It
then
looks like a
shoots
Nerf gun.
flame about maybe 30 centimeters out, which is pretty
I was
big.
expecting like light up a street kind of.
You would kill yourself, man, if you had one of them. Do you reckon he could trust, like... He's sold about 12,000 of these. Do you reckon 12,000 people could be trusted with a street-long flame?
Well, that's why I was excited. It's pretty exciting.
It'd make for a good news week for
Yeah.
sure.
But I just thought, you were raving about it, and I was like, yeah, it's essentially like a big match.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty much a portable stove.
It's a very
but,
expensive match.
he's-
Could you even light a cake with it, or would it burn the cake?
Well, someone had said...
What do you even use it for?
I don't know. Well, someone said this feels illegal because it's kind of a gun that he's selling.
Well,
It
it's
just
kind of
shoots
like
flame.
military equipment.
Yeah. So Elon Musk says he's using a legal loophole here. He says the law says any flamethrower with a flame shorter than 10 feet is A-OK. Our design is max fun for least danger, which, there's a scale to things, like the least amount of danger for a slide is, you might hurt your knee. Least amount of danger for a flamethrower, I don't have a face anymore.
Yeah, but so what Elon Musk done, he's made a vertical slide, essentially. It's technically a slide, but it's like, mate, you should have put walls on it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Lots of people hurting their knee.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that he's invented a Tesla, which is an electric car, to save the environment because it doesn't burn gas. But then he's also gone and invented a gun, which its only purpose is to burn gas.
Yeah.
For no reason.
He's
Doesn't
just-
even transport you.
He's just cancelling his other work out. Everyone's
Yeah.
like, oh, great work with the electronic stuff. Oh, what's that? You sold 12,000 units to burn gas. Good. That,
We're back at ground
yeah,
zero.
we're back at ground zero, and what's he going to do next?
I don't know.
Probably make a vertical slide, guys.
Yeah, all right. Vertical slides from Elon Musk.
Wait, are you
Very
going to get
soon.
one?
I don't know. Can you ship it overseas?
Huh?
I was thinking about it.
Oh, don't bring it here. I don't trust you around.
No, I'll just get the vertical slide.
Yeah.
Luke and Lewis. It's Luke, but also it's Lewis.
You are Lewis, I'm Luke.
Yes.
Great start.
You're welcome. I don't know. We don't say lunch anymore. I'm
Yeah.
trying to change it up.
Now, Lewis, yesterday you were working your way around the office in a very uncomfortable manner. You were a bit uncomfortable yesterday.
Yeah, it was.
Please do explain yourself.
Well, it was our first day back, and where we plan our show now has moved from our office to like a regular conference room, which is surrounded by Triple M employees. Normally we plan upstairs, but now we're actually in Triple M. So we were planning our show, planning it normally, a lot of noise, not much planning going along. And I walked out of the office when we were done, and there were about 6 people standing around right outside the office door, just staring at me.
Yeah.
Like, who's this guy? And I thought, no, we've done it. I thought we just made a horrendous impression because we were too loud. We were disrupting everyone. They were just giving me dirty looks.
Yeah. Well,
And,
it's not the impression we want to give off because most people haven't heard of Modern Digital.
yeah, they don't know that Triple M Modern Digital is here. We don't want our first impression to be, the loud guys.
Yeah.
Which is true, but also not the best rep to have.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I just felt... I felt like I had made an awful first impression and I had disrupted all the
And then
employees.
you spent the rest of the day tiptoeing around going like, I don't want to disrupt anyone.
Yeah, for the rest of the day, I was just in and out everywhere. I was like, you can't see me. I'm a ghost. I'm not disrupting anyone. Because the last thing I would want to do is disrupt everyone doing work in the Triple M office.
You don't pay any attention, do you? Lewis, he walks around. He's in his own little world.
What do you mean?
I was there, but we all walked out together of the office
Yeah.
when everyone was staring at us.
Yes.
Correct.
Because we were being loud.
No, they were staring at us because they were all playing office mini golf and we walked straight through their mini golf game.
Did we?
The guy was holding a putter
Why were they playing mini golf in the office?
because it's fun.
Oh, because it's Triple M,
Yeah,
of course.
it's
They have to
fun.
play some kind of sport,
Yeah.
otherwise it's not Triple M.
You almost stepped on the hole,
Oh.
and then we're like, "Oh, why are they all staring at us?" I was like, "Because you ruined their game, and you're
Oh.
disrupting it for over 10 seconds."
Right. Well, then I don't feel bad at all. I should have jumped out of the office and told them.
No, you
to
should
stop
feel even
disrupting everyone else.
You should feel even worse now
Yeah, actually-
for disrupting a perfectly good mini golf game in the office.
Oh no,
that's way
like
worse than
that's
being
a
loud.
Giant sin.
That's a triple M
Interrupting
sin.
sport
That's a
in
triple sin. Triple S. 3 sins.
That's a giant sin. I mean, I might. The only thing worse I could do is just, I don't know, interrupt a Guns N' Roses song.
Yeah, or just like spit on Shane Warne. I don't know.
Luke and Lewis. It's Luke and or Lewis.
Lewis, time for another brand new segment. Second
Yes.
one of the show. Big show of first.
Double brand new seggies
Yeah.
on today's show.
Yeah.
It's New Seggy Tuesday with Luke and or Lewis.
We brought this one to the show because we realised that in life, particularly you and I are very guilty of this, we have lots of gaps in our knowledge. Sometimes we'll notice just in conversation that one of us will, and one that happened on the show people might remember was I think I made a reference to Garfield hating Mondays.
Yeah.
And you just went, what?
I had no idea.
You knew about Garfield's love for lasagna, but didn't know these other stereotype of hating Mondays, which we all thought here in the office, that's a pretty well-known thing.
Yeah.
It's funny how you've missed
Bit
that.
of a gap, especially
Yeah.
because I know about lasagna thing. I know one thing, but not another.
Yeah.
Another one, I think I incorrectly thought that Christmas was on the 24th. So
Yeah,
I
you
knew Christmas was coming up.
You didn't know
know
the
it was
date
on
of
the
Christmas. That one's a bad one.
Yeah, that's less of a gap, more of a giant cabin.
23 Christmases you just haven't paid attention
Yeehaw.
as to what day. So today we thought, let's do this. I wasted time instead of learning, so I've got gaps in my knowledge.
I missed that. No, I actually don't know what you're talking about. What?
That is right. Gaps in your knowledge.
Can I just say?
Yeah.
Amazing singing.
Thank you very much.
Little bit of sarcasm in there.
Right. Well, Reese Maston did say on our show last year that we are both an amazing vocal talent.
Maybe it's...
I actually said you guys are quite the vocal talent, aren't you?
I think the problem was it was just you. I think the only time any of us can sing is when the other's harmonising. Thanks, Reese, for the tip.
But yeah, so this is Gaps in Your Knowledge, and today's one is actually internal for us. Comes internally, and you guys can send them in if you want to the Luke and Lewis page.
Yeah, if you have any gaps,
if you've discovered that your mate has a huge gap in their knowledge, we'd love to hear about it and have a chat to you. But this one came in our production meeting yesterday, planning the show. We usually just record it. Literally just in case we throw out a good idea and go, what was that again?
Or in case our producer Maddie says something dumb.
That's the main reason.
Happens frequently,
Yeah,
actually.
that's the main reason why we do it.
We tell her it's for planning, but really it's just to hear the things she says.
Yes.
So we can put it on radio. Our producer Maddie, she's from Ballarat, which is a regional town in Australia, which explains everything that you need to know.
Well, usually we sympathise with her because, like, oh yeah, you missed that. You lived in the country for 20 years.
Yeah, but this one was inexcusable.
Really no excuse. We were talking about going into the store Gucci, quite an expensive designer store.
Yeah.
And she wasn't familiar with what a kimono was.
Yeah, and this is what happened.
You know when you go into Gucci and it's like you kind of look around and you're like the other day I was standing in there and there was just like a mannequin wearing like $7,000 like kimono, like, and I was like, who in Melbourne's coming into to buy a Gucci?
Is that what you just meant? I was like, oh, I don't know what a kimono is. Kimono. Like the Japanese.
I've been to Japan.
Oh, God.
Ballarat, everyone.
Kimono is what it got referred to. And because you obviously would have heard that, I just stayed silent. You kind of nodded and went, oh, wait, what? And I was just nodding, thinking, oh, I'm not familiar with what a kimono is, thinking like it's some weird fashion accessory.
I think I only barely got that she meant kimono.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what kind of store sells a kimono? Oh, a designer one. Because the only people who buy a kimono is because it has a brand on it. Yeah, so I don't know. That one just confused me. And kimono sounds like a breakfast radio show. Yeah. It's kimono on Triple M Modern Digital. Yeah. They might be taking away our ratings pretty soon. And we just thought, wow, that's a huge gap in their knowledge. And I did sympathise with Maddie a bit because I had one a couple of years ago. Yeah. The car brand Peugeot. Yes, Peugeot.
Was bragging about it to a few friends. I think I was making a joke at the time.
Did you spell Peugeot?
Can I spell it? I do know how it's spelled, but that's the reason.
Yeah.
I pronounced how it's spelled. I was making jokes to friends, and I said, look at that guy in the Peugeot. And everyone went, what? And this was like a school excursion in Year 12.
The worst.
Like, there was like 48 people on a bus to ridicule me at the time. And we'll never forget it from that day on. It's Peugeot, everyone, not Peugeot. Why would it?
Just in case you didn't
know. You know, it's these. I knew that there were cars called Peugeots, but I'd never put Peugeot and.
You thought there were two different brands?
Yeah, I thought there were two different brands.
Well, you're listening to the Kimono driving you home in a Peugeot. It's Luke featuring Lewis. Now, Radio Mike, our button pusher, came in today with a bit of buzz in his step.
Yep.
He came in...
Bit excited over there, Radio Mike.
Yeah, weren't you?
How come you were excited? Would you like us to tell them or you?
Yeah, okay. He's refusing to speak.
Radio Mike was talking I was going to say met someone, but was having
that he's met someone on Bumble.
Which is a dating app. Yeah. And he's been talking to a girl all day. On Bumble, been getting on quite well.
Been blushing all day. Giggling,
very cute,
looking at his phone.
Yes.
And so we asked him, what are you doing on your phone? What's going on?
And we've been kind of overseeing these messages kind of just all day loosely, just going, like Mike's been kind of updating us. And then throughout the day, Lewis and I have had more and more reason to really assume that, to suspect. We suspect
you're getting catfished.
We believe you're getting catfished because we don't believe this girl exists.
I think she does. I think she definitely does. I've never had an experience with catfishing before.
Well, there's a first time for everything, because this girl, you told us she sent you a couple of photos of herself. Nothing racy, but just of herself. But in all of the photos, she's wearing the same outfit as she is in her display picture. So that would have to mean she took a display picture today.
Yes.
Which is very fishy, a little bit catfishy, I would say.
It's a similar outfit. It's not the same one. It's similar.
During the show, we've been doing the show and off. We weren't planning on bringing this on air, but during the show, I said to Mike, all right, well, we got to work out a way where we prove this. And then you go, oh, okay, so she's currently listening.
So can I just disclaim that at no point did I think she was catfishing?
Yeah.
You guys were
Mike's very confident, but look, mate, I think you back yourself a little bit too
Here's
much.
the thing.
Very pretty girl.
You've currently said to her, or him or her, whoever it is, a dog.
This Nigerian prince you're speaking with.
You're speaking to some dude in Saudi Arabia right now who's currently is apparently listening to this show.
Yes, she
and
is
then
currently listening.
okay, she or he is currently listening to this show, and you said, "Hey, to prove you're listening, can you send a picture of you listening to the show on your laptop?"
Yeah.
And then she said, "What? Why?"
Very suspicious, Mike.
Being catfished, mate.
And you followed it up saying, I just want you to show that you're actually listening. She took a photo of her computer, but there were no body parts in it, no head, no hands.
And also...
just the screen.
And also, Mike's being, no, she's being so nice. Yeah, because she wants your credit card number. Like, what?
So what do you have to say for yourself, Mike?
I think you guys are way overthinking it. She seems really nice.
All right.
I think you're way
she's really
overthinking
lovely.
it.
I'm enjoying chatting to her.
I think...
How much money have you sent her so far?
$0.
Oh. Now, we thought there's only one way to prove this, where she says she's listening right now, ladies and gentlemen. So, 1300-161-006. This girl, are you or are you not, or whoever is listening, you know who you are.
Yeah, if you're talking to Radio Mike on Bumble, are you a real girl or are you catfishing Mike? 1300-161, give us a call if you're catfishing Mike or if you're actually real and want to date him. We'll be back after this. It's a little bit of Luke and a sprinkle of Lewis.
Yes, before the song, Lewis, we had reason to suspect that our button pusher here on our show, Radio Mike, was being catfished all day. He's been speaking to a girl on the dating app Bumble, and
giggling in the corner, blushing. He's got his finger in his mouth right now.
yeah.
He's fallen for this. He's fallen for this girl, but we think that this girl could be either a robot or a man from India. Trying to get your credit card details. So we put it out there. We thought, you know what? She said that she was listening to the show. She insisted she was listening. Mike asked her to send a photo. She only sent a photo of the laptop of her listening to the show. No body parts in it, no face. So we thought, you know what? If this girl really wants to prove that she's real and she is listening, she would call us. So we put the challenge out there to give us a call if you are talking to Mike on Bumble right now.
Yeah.
And we actually have one caller.
We did get a call. Now, we don't know who the call is. We just know there's a caller. I'm very excited to hear.
We're going to find out whether or not the person you're speaking to on Bumble, Mike, is real or a catfish.
Okay.
How are you feeling, Radio Mike?
Pretty good. I don't really... I actually answered the call. I have a feeling it's not her. So
All right.
Okay, well...
Okay, is the person up on the line?
Yeah.
Are you catfishing Radio Mike?
Welcome to the show.
Is that your girl, Mike?
No, I recognise your voice. You've called this show before, I swear.
No, I haven't.
Yeah. So this guy, obviously, I think is might be a bit of a stalker, Mike. He listens to the show. He's made a fake account on Bumble to try and track you down and get your credit card number. What's your main goal here, man?
I just want to get close to him. I'm a big fan of Radio Mike's radio moments.
Yep. See? Exactly my hypothesis. Well, thank you very much for owning up to it.
So you're coming clean on the air. Is that why you've called?
If he agrees, he'll start talking to me again.
Yeah, well, he hasn't stopped talking to you. So,
Yeah, so how do you feel,
We did
Mike?
over that music break.
How do you feel, Mike? You've been catfished.
God, you got me, guys. I feel terrible. This is so embarrassing.
Mike's still insisting that this is not her.
I'm still in shock, actually.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, Mike, if she was real, she would have called.
Yeah.
Maybe she stopped listening or doesn't want to talk to you guys.
Yeah. You know what? That's a huge possibility.
That is very true.
I wouldn't want to speak to us either. Well, we can prove this, can't we?
Yeah, okay. Well, if you are still listening, send a video to Mike with your face in it. If you
No.
listen to the show.
I more just meant like, what's the last message that you sent?
Yeah.
Don't say it. We'll get. Have we still got?
Have we still got our
person on the line?
catfisher?
Yeah.
Catfisher. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We got
What's the
Catfisher. Are you
last
still there?
message that Mike sent you?
I love you.
Oh, that sounds
Followed
pretty
by
Radio
bank
Mike.
details.
That does sound like Radio Mike. Mike, is that what you wrote?
Bro.
Okay,
So someone's just called and said...
Someone's pretending. So, okay, so we've confirmed that their caller was not catfishing Mike, but we still haven't confirmed whether Mike is being catfished or not.
The other person just didn't call. You're still being catfished, mate. All right.
You're going to lose all your money. Luke and Lewis. It's heaps of Luke and stacks of Lewis.
Oh, that's a lot.
So, we're coming to the end of the show. Yep. It's time to delve into the missing Savoys mystery.
Yes,
Luke.
we got sent 40 packets of Savoys of the enthusiastically, clearly promised 100 packets of Savoys.
We spoke to the PR person at Arnott's, Renee, and she very clearly promised that she was going to send us 100 boxes. In fact, some people were doubting that she said 100, but we have the recording
audio's
here.
clear as day.
Mike, hit it.
I'll see what I can do about that, boys.
I'll take that as a yes. 100 boxes of Savoys, confirmed by Renee. She clearly said, Luke and Lewis, stop you there. Yep. Don't go any further. I'm going to send you 100 boxes of Savoys.
They were already in the mail by the time she finished the sentence. That's how sure I was.
I mean, you heard it. I wouldn't believe it unless I had the recording right there. She promised 100 boxes of Savoys.
We all heard it.
So
no need to keep repeating yourself.
Mate, she promised 100 boxes. So when we got the email saying that there was a large package waiting for us in reception, we thought, sweet, this is our 100 boxes of Savoys. We get there, 40 boxes
we
of Savoys.
Discovered that only 2/5 of the shipment had been shipped. So
that's
we thought
40%.
Yeah. Well done. Good maths, Lewis.
You're very welcome, mate. I'm glad it was 100. Out of 100. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to do that.
No, you can't do percentages of it. It's not out of 100. But we thought, you know what, we need to get to the bottom of this.
Yes.
So early in the day, we actually tried calling Australia Post or a post office or Australia Post. We tried
obviously
both.
Renee wouldn't have lied to us because she promised 100. So the other 60% or 60 boxes, bit of math there for you, will either be on the way or in Australia Post or just somewhere. They must be on our way to us.
We just thought they'd been lost in the mail. There'd been an error. So we thought we'd call the local post office and we thought we'd call Australia Post.
Yes.
But when we spoke to them...
They weren't happy at all.
Well, they didn't give us permission to air the phone call.
Yeah, they were very grumpy. They were not happy that we insisted that they check the back. They told us that they weren't there. We got them to check again. They weren't happy and they didn't give us permission to air the call. But fortunately...
They also insisted that the phone call had gone too far at one point when I was suggesting that they were Jats rats and I was asking them to own up about what they'd done.
We accused them of stealing the mail.
I wonder why they didn't want us to air it.
Which, come to think of it, that's a giant offence when you work for Australia Post, stealing the mail. You go to jail.
Yeah, that's why they didn't want to air it, because they were probably guilty. So.
Yeah, so luckily, though, we've used our supreme acting skills to reenact this phone call, word for word. This is exactly what happened with just a dabble of improv in there. So, Radio Mike, this is how the call went. Hit it.
Hello, I am a post office employee called Percy.
Hello, Percy. I'm a radio presenter called Luke. Do you have a large package with Luke and Lewis on it?
I will have a look out the back for you, Luke.
Thanks very much, Percy.
Beryl, have you seen a large package with Luke and Lewis on it? Oh, no, I'll let him know. Luke, are you there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Well, I couldn't find a large package, but Beryl tells me that Lewis has one of his own, so...
Oh no, Lewis. Oh no, Percy.
Is there anything else I can help you with, darling?
Just out of curiosity, Percy, do you like Savoys or Jats more?
I'm sorry?
I said, do you like Savoys or Jats?
What? One more time for me, Luke.
Do you like Savoy biscuits or Jats, Percy?
Oh, well, I've never even heard of Jats Percy's before.
So, you're a Savoy boy then?
Oh, what?
Are you a Savoy? Percy, did you take the 60 boxes of Savoys?
I think this conversation has gone far enough. Goodbye.
Sorry, Percy, before we go, can we have permission to air this?
Off.
Almost word for word.
That's exactly what happened.
So, guys, they're guilty. They're very guilty.
Very aggressive as well.
Yeah.
Also, they mentioned something about me having a large package.
Yeah.
I think that was the improv. I don't know if you caught it.
Ease up, Percy. All right.
So, now I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to have to theorise more about where the other 60 boxes
tomorrow,
of Savoys are.
I think we give Australia Post a rest. Let's try and get a hold of Renee. Maybe Renee from Arnott's will actually be able to give us an answer.
Or at least send us a tracking number. But before we do that, Luke, I think, are you ready, Mike? It's time for a little bit of this. That's right, Luke Kidgel. You thought I forgot about this old joke. Not true, sir. Here's your Christmas surprise. Hey, Luke, guess what? It's time for a surprise. I bet you thought I wouldn't do one. It's a very, very late Christmas surprise recorded at the end of Jan. It's 2018. I didn't forget that I was supposed to surprise you. It's been 2 months and the joke is old, but I just do not care. If you've tuned in and you're confused, let me explain the joke for you. Luke made one of these at Christmas. He did it 3 times in a row. If I'm being honest, I meant to do one for the final show, but I could not be bothered and I never did it, so I'm doing one. It was worth the wait. You're welcome, Luke Kidgel. Merry surprise Christmas song day. There you go, mate. I got there in the end.
That was way better than mine. You actually put a bit of effort into it.
Well, a little bit. All my training paid off. I had about 3 months to think about it.
That was really good. I'm surprised because not often January 30th are you expecting a late Christmas surprise. I thought they were all done.
All right, thanks for listening to the show, guys. We will see you tomorrow, and we're going to get down to the bottom of this Savoy mystery. This is heaps of Luke and, I don't know, whatever else I said throughout the show.
And a little bit less.
Yeah, see ya.